Alright, this is our second episode of the second round of our Madden 22 tournament.
Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me.
Ravens and Bengals.
It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash.
The Ravens are starting off the ball, so I'm starting off the ball.
And it comes your way next on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here.
Okay. Ravens are a team that I think have they have a pretty decent chance of making it pretty far in the tournament. As long as they don't get too many fumbles.
And they'll run
like
the
that.
option to start the drive.
Oh yeah, apparently Trey Hendrickson is on the Bengals now.
Back at the 22.
I didn't know that.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think gain bonus momentum on running plays.
Right in his face because
he waited too much to go.
Right there.
I waited way too much to go.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense.
In order to win fantasy this week, I need Mike Evans 23 points. So he gets 23 points, and I can win.
Good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense has
he usually doesn't.
You have to think.
They're against the Giants, which is
a
pretty good team to get 23 points on. That was a bad decision.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Okay, I'm kind of surprised we cut that back, considering we had a lot of guys over to the left, but they couldn't get there in time.
Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
If you heard weird noises, we got our dog's bones running on them, so that's why. That's what those are.
They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way.
Oh, wait, I'm actually lucky to have Lamar Jackson since he was out this week. They haven't put that in yet.
They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I have partial problem in fantasy. Mark Ingram might be out, and I don't have enough running backs to cover for that. He's questionable so far. That's not what I meant to. I pressed the wrong play.
Offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson, and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And again, the defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Yeah, that means they're probably going to get stopped here.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
I don't know how much trouble that is, but maybe... Actually, I don't like our chances.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, wait, that was... nope.
Looking for
you went a little bit too much forward.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on second down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens.
Wow, okay, this is going to be a long game. Not even half the first quarter is gone. It's been like 10 minutes already, it feels like. How long has it been? Only 5. That's a lot for not even half the first quarter to pass.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue.
You gotta get better at the runs. You're like the best team for the run game.
Some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Now
it's Jackson out to his left.
Probably could have
Open
thrown a pass
downfield,
there.
so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson.
That was not supposed to be that far of a throw. That was supposed to be like a 5-yard out pass.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 56 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. He's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Ha! It's a fake jet sweep play action. I saw the play on there. They can run it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow to mix it on the check down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow?
He got me on that.
I think you want him to be in rhythm.
Wide open.
Yeah, I did not see that.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. Powerful run.
Keep that in yards. That's
it's a
4.
pickup of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more.
I thought Calais Campbell was a defensive end. Why is he in the defensive tackle position? I thought he was like a left end.
7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. The one he gets a good game every game, except the 1 week I started him. He got like 2 points. And every other week, he gets like 20.
It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
This game is going to last forever if we go at this pace. Like 10 minutes, I think. Almost 10. And we're not even done with the first quarter. Probably said that before already.
Now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the
Did I call the wrong play?
drive.
Thought I called the wrong play. Why did, like, half the plays in this are read options? I don't even know how to use a read option, especially in Madden. Never explains it.
21-yard line.
Yeah, like I know they used to have read options like 18, and you just had it. They were like one of the older ones. You press R1 to give it to the running back instead of the quarterback.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
I don't know if it does, but
that was second down run for Murray.
Although I don't know how at first I used to do decent. So, you know, sometimes because at first when I played it, I played on rookie, like Madden 18 was the first one I played a lot, and I didn't know how to sprint. So I played, we're like going at like 50 speed the entire game, and I still somehow did good.
Because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Rolling to his right.
Slide.
And he will have a first
He didn't slide, but he got yards.
At the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from
Jackson.
Oh, come on!
The football.
He only fumbled once this season. I don't think Lamar Jackson has fumbled once this season so far. Yeah. It's ridiculous how much they fumble. He didn't even get hit hard. He just did.
Give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos
and,
to the defense.
I actually have proven this in Madden. Like, this guy, Josh Allen's stats in Madden 21, he only fumbled the ball a couple times in Madden last year. In Madden 21, on more than half the plays he ran, he fumbled without even getting hit hard. It shows how ridiculous it is.
Sails over the end line. Latavius Murray getting set to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard.
No!
Maybe time to turn to this.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game.
That was actually better game than most of our yards. It actually was a better play than most of our plays.
To make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the run.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
This looks like it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Probably means a really long video.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut.
And also, apparently, one of our linemen got injured there.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
This is why we're not watching it right now.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to pull ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And he will lose yards here in the third.
I forgot I had audible.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second.
Your middle linebacker is out. Apparently, he's lower overall than your backup. He said it was 61, your backup 64. That's good to know that their Bengals linebackers aren't good. Sounds like we do pretty good at running the ball with the quarterback. Also, I'm pretty sure I was roughing the passer, but for some reason I didn't get called for it this time.
Get it up past the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken
Alright,
down.
Jay Houston, got a sack. I have no idea who you are.
His presence felt there in the backfield.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And he'll go down right around the 47.
3rd and 8.
A good pickup there.
Possible to get a stop here.
As they get closer
Kind
for
of
3rd
important.
down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
All right, this is the important stop that we need. So they start off with the ball.
There's a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up here at
Seeking Bowser are going to tackle on a play that I know. All right, Bowser, do something. Oh, never mind. I did not know what the play was. I thought it was a screen.
To Mixon. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the
And our defense, that actually might be really bad. Kind of planning ahead a lot ahead here, but if you guys start off with the ball, if our defense keeps playing like this, no matter how good our offense plays, we probably can't win. This is the fumble. Fumble didn't happen. We still have a good chance to win. The Ravens still have a good chance to win. Oh, because we fumbled and they got that touchdown. The Ravens have a pretty bad chance. I don't know if that was the best decision. I don't think he all put them on. Never mind, he did.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
You're having a lot of drop passes in this. Way more than I've ever seen in this tournament. There's also been a lot more holding calls. Yeah, drop, which is good.
On 3rd down,
no way. No. That was a 2-yard.
What a block.
touchdown.
I got a huge
Joe
block.
Mixon, 26 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. McPherson on for the point
I
after.
called my timeout.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. Now he's going to let it go.
Come on! We're going to lose. It doesn't even matter.
He'll return this one just
Their
shy
defense
of
sucks right now.
to the 49. Not the
Not
best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Escaping the pressure right.
No.
Looking for Higgins, but it is
Wait, we got it?
picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Do not review that. Do not review that.
I should have set my feet on your attack. Why did he throw it so far over his head?
I know he's right-handed, but
Good question.
is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks,
All right.
it may
Well, at
take
least nothing
a
went
few
bad
years before they get all the stuff out of
for
them
me,
that they did early
other
in
than
their career or
get
even
pressured
in their
on a
college
wide
days
open
when they were
20-yard
used to being
pass.
dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Ooh, that was... Okay. What? Come on! We always get drops on that. Did that same thing happen when I was playing earlier? Oh yeah, now it's run on 3rd and 10.
Runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Throwing is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket.
Every time that always happens.
That could be the stop. This
That should have been a 1st down. You just missed the sack.
Dissected by the offense in the first half.
No, like you were behind me, and we were way fast. I had a touchdown. But you were like here, and I had this wide open area. If I didn't throw the ball away, that was probably a touchdown again.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals,
that happens every game where I have a bunch of open space. And then the guy misses right when I press throw away, so it doesn't matter.
With a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down.
You're getting destroyed by drops this game. It's like our 5th drop this game combined. The 3rd one on the Bengals. Although we caught that play, then we probably would have had a good chance to score on this drive.
Looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
Why did that show what I was doing?
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. He sets to fire deep.
Thank you. Too bad it's too late and doesn't matter. It would have been better just probably drop it. Actually, would have been the exact same problem. No, I don't want to run it at this time.
Throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Actually, probably would have been better to do the 7 turnovers in the first half. I find that overthrow was actually good.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. His guys have got it.
We would actually have a pretty decent. My team would have a pretty decent chance to win if it wasn't for the fumble. But I think I'm probably gonna lose because you start off with the ball first. Because I think if I started off with this first, I would have a bigger chance. Since you start off with the first, you could just take all the time off the clock, and it wouldn't matter how good we play.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said,
What?
Appreciate what you've
He was
done.
right next to him, and he took 2 steps backwards and then came back.
Get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second.
He's like here, and he goes.
Catches in the first half. Now
That.
he's got a 3rd here.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that happened to me while playing a game. So I would have gotten a sack in an important thing,
Out of the gun, it's
but there was a wide open gap in the middle where my linebacker just ran in and got a sack. But instead he had to went around and then try to get a sack instead of just going through the middle. He did this instead of going like this.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. They go play action with Burrow.
No, how do we miss? Oh, there's no way we win now. If we did not miss there, I think that would have been, our chances to win the game would probably not be over. But now I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, we didn't miss that sack. That was definitely, that gave us, they needed to be like 3rd and 15. And field goal, Well, actually, at least you use all the time.
Busy man, 5 for 5.
Doesn't matter because we're probably gonna fumble on a wide open and it does. Where we're gonna fumble again.
Drive that time, and it ends with a Bengals score.
Because that's just how the gameplay works. Even your quarterback has 99 carrying, they fumble it a lot. That's actually true. Okay, cool. Hopefully he gets a touchdown. Yeah, but one person, like Madden is just set to make quarterbacks fumble a lot. So one person put 99 carrying on a quarterback, and they still fumbled it a lot.
One play interception,
so this offense,
they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 29, Jackson. First down and more for Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening.
Oh wow, we have a guy in the X Factor.
They see the lanes develop.
Alright, this is one where his X Factor is actually very helpful. Can't fumble.
No quit in him.
0.
Although that's not 100% true, because sometimes they do still fumble, even with that ability on, where the not fumble ability. So
they brought the blitz that time, and I thought
really wants quarterbacks to fumble.
But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down now, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled.
What? How did that? Okay.
Taken down behind the line.
I don't know how that happened, but we got lucky, and we probably just lost our X Factor.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Well, that was helpful for about 0 plays.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Another guy did. Did Antonio Brown get suspended again for the thing?
They've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go with Murray again. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football,
there's only a play that always works on 4th and inches.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close.
Right,
now we're
at
4th and inches.
You got it! Again, no try.
And maybe want to go pick it up.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll roll him out right.
What?
Flush to his right. And
that is the best
covers up at the end as he's
9-yard play I've ever seen in anything.
That was the 9th play of the drive.
That was
9 yards with it.
Yeah, that should not have happened.
Like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Wow, your team is really struggling with tackling right now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Probably not the best play to pick on a
now Jackson
hurry up call.
Jet sweep.
Never mind. It is the best play to pick on a hurry up call.
Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
I guess it's not actually. We can win as long as our defense plays good, which they have not been doing this game.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
If not, you just run out the clock here, then this would actually be a pretty short episode.
This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We still have like 10 total turnovers.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're
Come
just thinking first downs.
What?
To keep up with your theme there.
Oh, he can break insane tackles. Like, if we have to, then they have to get a play. That might have just ended the game.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
But actually, he's doing it. Hold on. Wait, is he? Yeah, he's doing a pass. How do I know that? He's doing...
Play action.
Not even doing a stretch. Thank you for not missing this time. Would have been pretty helpful. You didn't miss the first time. We probably still have a chance in this game.
Creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow eluding the pressure right.
Somehow get a kick or drop.
He did a fine job there.
Your players really did not. They are not the best at catching today.
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
He's doing a bunch of
You're going to get him. Sometimes you panic as well and think I've got to be there right now.
All right. Wow. Good job, defensive line. Probably would have better if you could play like that earlier, but take what I can get.
Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
I like how it's still half the plays suggest a read options.
Still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then
you can call contain every play now.
Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
You do?
And he's left with no option here but to
4 and 3. Wow.
So much for the best laid plans.
So on first down, it's like let's just let it. They usually recommend for some reason once we incomplete one pass, it decides. Nope. Now you got to pass every play. Wow. Mark Andrews had like 50 yards, 3 sacks. Wow. The line is playing worse than I thought.
Sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson.
Wait, no, I got his route confused with number 12. I thought.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th.
Okay. If it wasn't for the fumble return touchdown and we got the sack on 2nd down, we might have won this game.
Possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit.
Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
That's the opposite of what you said when you used him in the first round. Yeah.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
This is like one of the games that's like should have been. I thought it was one of the games that falls under should have been close, but ended up not being close. Because you probably would have won if it wasn't for the fumble either way, or any of the other your touchdowns that happened, like missing the sack.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
Probably
that didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
But we will overthrow at 30 yards.
And recover. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot.
Who's the guy on the right side?
This time, they were ready for it.
That would be him, I think.
On 2nd and 10.
Wrong guy
Jackson,
and wrong
they'll
pass.
Some time right.
Wrong button.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's him, right? Hurry up.
Jackson will throw again.
Oh,
and
nope.
he's going to have to eat this one.
4
as down
sacks.
he goes. Trey Hendrickson
Yeah.
in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Jackson hit.
That's our 5th sack this game for Trey Hendrickson.
Recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I think I accidentally called the wrong thing.
Mixon on 2nd down.
But I pressed R2. No, I pressed R1, not R1.
28-yard line.
So I pressed like man cover.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
No, I don't want to get what? Oh, I got
passing here, Joe Burrow.
No, he's not faster than you.
And this pass broken up.
Why did you not run it?
And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
You went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, come on.
Must be the wind. But there was like 4 miles per hour wind.
Get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Doesn't matter because I still have a minute and 4 seconds
That's
left.
half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny
The
him a
crossbar.
shot at 3.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands
Hurry
of
up,
Andrews.
guys.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
Anyway, actually, not the worst thing ever.
After getting this one across the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage
Baxter,
wasn't
what
too
do you
bad
think?
there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
We're gonna get sacked again.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Every play where I don't throw it in the first 5 seconds, I'm getting sacked.
And he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
And we overthrew it again. That's like that guy's 5th pick this game.
By Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure.
Should I say that was a winnable game? We should not have 9 total turnovers on both sides. And maybe I should try to throw another pick and try to tie the 8 pick record.
And that'll increase
6.
the lead to 28.
Yeah, I had a fumble, so I had 5. That was my 6th turnover.
After the touchdown, McPherson.
Yeah, I know. So I'm trying to go for the interception record. Alright, yeah, we need more time.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
If he actually catches
see
this.
how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
I've been getting a lot of drops on plays like that. That happened a Hail Mary in my franchise I was playing. That happened on I threw a Hail Mary and one of my receivers wide open and dropped it and that was a touchdown.
Moments of this one.
Oh, we got.
And Jackson cannot get
That's like
away,
our 8
and
sack.
he'll go down.
Either the Bengals defensive line is really good, or the Ravens offensive line is really bad.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Right. Probably could have been doing.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson.
I get out of bounds here, or get sacked for the 10th time.
Logan Wilson in there to make the sack on what will be the
8
final
total
act
sacks.
in this ball game.
That's got to be close to a record. The only team that could beat that was the first-year expansion Texans.
Offensive explosion help lead
I
them
think
to
he
victory.
got sacked
The
76
defensive guys,
times.
they're just saying,
76
hey,
times in the entire
those
season.
week will just keep
16
winning.
games.
They will gratefully accept
76
it.
out of it, I
It
think
makes their job that
like
much
5
easier
per game.
when they're scoring that
Something
many
like that.
points. Allows them to play with.
I actually 76 out of 16 is almost 5. So 8 sacks for them. That's it for this episode.